Israel says it cannot confirm it got its man during a targeted airstrike on a coastal community in Gaza today. And that is raising new questions about its military tactics. This was the scene following the strike in a designated humanitarian zone near Khan Yunis. Gaza health officials say 90 Palestinians were killed and another 300 wounded. Israel says this was their main target. He's alleged to be one of the masterminds of the October 7th Hamas attack on Israel, and someone the World Court's chief prosecutor wants arrested for war crimes. However, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says there's no conclusive proof of his death so far. CBC's Anna Cunningham has more from London.
Well, there are two differing stories emerging as to exactly what happened in Gaza earlier. The images into us from a cameraman working for the CBC News in Gaza appear to show people in Al-Mawasi near Khan Yunis fleeing after a strike and people being carried away injured on stretchers. The Hamas-run health ministry says the Israeli airstrike was on a designated humanitarian area, but a military official for the Israeli Defense Force has described this as a precision strike based on accurate intelligence. And they said that the targets were the head of Hamas's military wing, Mohammed Deif, and also another top Hamas official, Rafa Salama. They've been described as masterminds of Hamas's October 7th attacks on Israel. In a statement that we've seen from Hamas, it says these Israeli claims that it targeted leaders of the group were false, and it also said they were aimed at justifying the attack in a designated humanitarian zone. Now, the IDF have contradicted this, saying that the strike was on an operational compound run by Hamas and that senior Hamas commanders had, they said, chosen to operate in civilian areas. It's very difficult to verify either side of this. CBC News and other international news organisations are not allowed on the ground in Gaza. So for now, at the moment, it is unclear if the men that Israel say it targeted from Hamas were killed. It has said it's not aware of any Israeli hostages being held at the compound. There are also reports from medical charities working in Gaza who say hospitals have been overwhelmed and they are now at the point of not being able to function. For now, the Israeli military says it's still verifying the results of its strike, and the office of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, they say that he will be holding security talks throughout the day. Anna Cunningham, CBC News, London.
Families and supporters of hostages still held in Gaza have condemned today's airstrike. They did so as they wrapped up a 4-day march from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. It's the latest protest calling on the government of Benjamin Netanyahu to secure a new ceasefire deal to free the last remaining captives.